Hello everyone, I am back once again. This started as an opinions video and it just evolved into this because these are less opinions and more things that I think to be true. Welcome, please make sure you leave your ego and self-righteousness at the door. Seriously, I might step on some toes with this one. Here's a quick look at our disclaimers. And let's just get right into this because I have a lot to say. So Stray Kids recently dropped Yellow Wood and stays on Twitter have been going apeshit trying to figure out what it means. Let me be the first to say, it probably means nothing. It's more likely than not that K-pop group make music videos with seemingly connected storylines as a marketing strategy to get you to watch them over and over and try to make connections that aren't there. Especially the BTS music videos. There are Easter eggs in all of their videos and you cannot tell me that they have been planning their recent comebacks since before debut. That just doesn't make sense. Anyways, I'm not saying don't theorize, just remember that not everything is connected, and you may be buying into some excellent marketing. Also, don't involve me in it or expect me to comment. Handsome does not equal visual. Pretty does not equal visual. A visual is someone who best matches Korea's beauty standards, not yours. Just because a group is full of gorgeous people, which let's be real they all are, does not mean that they are a visual group. Let me give some examples so that you will understand what I mean. Stray Kids, all stunningly handsome, but only Hyunjin or Minho would be considered visuals. Blackpink, all super beautiful, only Jisoo is a visual. The closest groups to visual groups are probably NCT or 101, because they have or had multiple members that matched Korean beauty standards, but still, not all members did. Now in my opinion, girl groups are better than boy groups for many reasons, but it seems like it's way easier for boy groups to blow up than girl groups. Like I could name so many more popular boy groups than popular girl groups, and even the girl groups who are popular still aren't at the level of their male counterparts. Companies also invest way more in their boy groups than their girl groups because boy groups sell a lot better. Here are some numbers for those of you who would like receipts. There is also still a lot of misogyny in K-pop as well that makes it much harder for female idols in the industry. Feel free to fight me on this one, but there are so many double standards and so many people playing social justice warrior that stans just get confused about what they are actually supposed to be offended about. If you're on Twitter, you know I'm about to talk about the Chan situation. As a black person, I personally wasn't offended by his choice. However, I can acknowledge that a lot of people, especially Americans, were. However, the way the fandom imploded was extremely uncalled for and I did not see the same energy when literally so many other idols did the same if not worse hairstyles. Yes, some of them were dragged or called out but nobody told them to leave their groups or started calling them racist. Chan's health was even affected by the amount of hate he received and you could literally see the stress that all of the members had during that time. But when other idols do it, they are trendy or urban or cool. Not to mention what happened with Jennie and the dance thing. Now it isn't my culture here so I don't get to say whether or not you should be offended, but I hope some of you realize how ridiculous it is to cancel people when it's not even your culture in question. There isn't much to say about this, it just seems pretty lazy to me that more popular groups wait 6 to 8 months between comebacks and then promote for just a week. I think that they just need to remember that they are in fact K-pop idols and it is their job as K-pop idols to promote on music shows in Korea. All of the international tours and things are just bonuses. The only excuse is if their song is at #1 on literally every chart simultaneously, which has never happened, so I guess nobody has any excuse, except GOT7 and Twice, because I know that there are some internal issues with JYP right now. This isn't just to NCT's ends. This is to all K-pop stans who have ever considered their group underrated before. This is to all K-pop fans who had to wait years for a first win or still haven't had it yet. Support your faves, it makes a huge difference. I'm not saying that it has to be financially, but vote, stream, get other people to stream, buy what you can afford to buy, go see them if you can. People don't seem to understand that K-pop idols are locked in almost slave contracts and they can't make money until they pay off their training debts. Getting their first win makes a huge difference and it drastically reduces the likeliness of disbandment and companies become more lenient as well, so please do your part as a fan. Citizens, I'm looking at you. Look. K-pop is for Asian representation. Yes, it's international now, but that doesn't entitle people who aren't Asian to try to be a part of it. It's a different story if a non-Asian person who was raised in Korea their whole life decides to be an idol. But some random who doesn't even know Annyeonghaseyo does not have a place in K-pop.
You speak Korean? No. You don't know 안녕하세요?
Let the Asian people have something that is just theirs and stop trying to infiltrate where you aren't welcome and then go ahead and blame the fans for not accepting you. Am I talking about TXP edition? Absolutely. Just go home, white boys. Now this is pretty controversial. But I think it's super important that you look into the history of K-pop as well as the political climate in Korea before you start properly getting into K-pop. There are so many different circumstances, events and people that made K-pop the way it is today, and to just take it at face value is almost disrespectful. I'm not saying that you must pass a Korean history class before you watch a single BTS music video, but if you've been around a few months and find yourself getting invested, I think it's a good idea. There is so much politics involved in K-pop that I can't even get into it right now. Most Koreaboos are the way they are because they don't recognize that not everything in Korea is all sunshine and rainbows. And we all got a very sad reality check back in 2017 about the reality of mental health over there as well. Understanding K-pop helps fans be better fans, because they can be more respectful to their idols. It also helps explain a lot of things that could be confusing, like why underage members vanish after 10 p.m. or why they never go to China. Get educated please, because it just makes everybody's life easier. Okay, let's end the video right here before everybody unsubscribes and I get dragged. Thanks for watching. I promise the dance videos will happen, I just don't know when yet because I keep doing a billion things at once, but keep a lookout. Also subscribe and watch my other videos. Stay cool and pray for Sudan please.